EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cowboys at 9-5 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see them take a shot downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Prescott to throw it. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw, Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Pollard trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. Just shy of the 30. They'll go play action. Howell. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 62 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Hal down to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing. Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And again, it's Prescott. This is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Second down, Howell back to pass. Looking deep downfield. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. To the air again, Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they go play action with Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, here's Howell. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 17, Cowboys 7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46. And kill. 26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Washington. 67 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. So here we go, 4th down. Howell. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson from 3 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 24. Cowboys 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. 1st down, Prescott. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Final play of the half, Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On second down, it's Pollard. Nifty move. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Prescott on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, Howell incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Off play action. It's Howell. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Commanders 38, Cowboys 14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah,
now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Cowboys.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Kill. 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Prescott to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he may come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 75. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Barr. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Howell. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 14-yard line.
Let's go.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Commanders 45, Cowboys 20.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Fair catch. The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Prescott now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. They'll throw again. Prescott escapes the sack. But But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And Prescott, his third interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Robinson will try to pick it up. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
On 1st down, Howell. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been
under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Howell completing the quick throw out wide. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 52, Cowboys 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Fourth down, Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On play action, Prescott. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. Throwing, Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
47.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the 4th quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. The partner under the